I got a wig. I got it from a job that I was on, and it's obviously not real, but I was like, it's been sitting in front of my flipping vanity for months now, and I was like, why don't I just do like a fun look with it? So I did a one on other platforms, and I was like, yo, I am literally obsessed with this. So I'm just rocking and rolling with it, but I don't know, slash don't think I can get away with it outside because I think it's very, very plasticky looking, but for sitting playing in the house, why not? Just going with a bit of colour corrector on my eyes, and I'm still doing the one palette 1 month challenge, and I've been doing quite a few looks over on my social media, so if you want to see them, check it out. But yeah, I'm really sort of enjoying it. It's definitely pushing me out of my comfort sort of changing between different colours and just making a look with just one palette. So I'm really enjoying it. And also I think I may have discovered, because if you've seen any of my previous videos, anytime I've like tried to talk about or do liquid liner, it has just never worked. But this palette that I'm using, the Cash Beauty Colour Trip palette, has water activated liners, and you use a brush, and I swear my eyeliner looks, because I've been trying to work on my eyeliner, have literally never been better. So yeah, so I'm like really quite shocked because I've been working on my liner on my eyes, because I have uneven eyes, etc. Talked about it before, but I have uneven eyes, and I have usually struggled to get like matching eyeliner, and I have been using the Cash Beauty water activated eyeliners, and I'm very, very happy with how it's working out for me, because honestly, eyeliner game's never been better. Never been better. So I'm just going in with a bit of, I went in with a bit of MUA Makeup Academy colour corrector, and now I'm going in with the lightest shade of the Primark Beauty concealer, just to prime these eyelids a little. So I'm going with the Colour Trip palette. Let's see what kind of vibe we want to go for today. This sort of navy colour, chill. It's looking a bit more blue on camera, but I've never really, I think I've swatched it, but I don't know. Oh, Jesus, she is soft and pigmented AF. I've got a towel here to, yeah, which is very handy for wiping off brushes. I'm going to take a chill colour on a KJH number 13, because it's very, very pigmented. I'm just going to, like, it's so dusty and pigmented, or like so smooth. I'm going to take that on the lid, just start pressing that down on the lid, and then I'm going to take, there's like a dark green in the palette, I'll show you after, that I'm just going to place like here before I blend anything out. And then have to take a clean blending brush and just blend in between those two colours first, and then up into that like green. I'm not going too high above the green just yet. Just taking more of that green right in that sort of crease just below the occipital bone. Take that blending brush again, just lightly blend the edges of it. Sorry, I think the blue is just slightly too dark and it's not really showing up the white, or the green in a way that I would like. So I'm going to take a white and just go right over that blue. Like that. And then I'm going to clean off that blending brush I have been using and just sort of brush over that white a little to blend it out so it doesn't look so patchy white. And maybe take some of the white and blend these edges here. Kind of like the shape it's given, like a 60s sort of vibe. I'm going to do the other eye and then I'm going to come back and maybe like we'll do the cleanup and see what we're looking like with both eyes done. So I'm just tapping extra white, I think, on both sides. Just want it to be a little more distinctive. Way to a wedding next week, and this is my palette of choice in the month of for my 1 month, but that is part of the parameters. Just going in with a little bit of that green. Now I'm trying to think, do we have a bit of fun and add some eyeliner? Like fun eyeliner. As I say, this palette, like this whole bottom row is water activated liners. So like, should we have fun? Should we lean into the 60s vibe a little more? I don't know. Let me think. I need to get some water first. Sorry, I tried out the blue and the green on my hand, but I just think they're too bright, so I tried out this purple, and I like how muted it is. But I'm not 100% sure where I want to place it. This could ruin it. The shake that I have right now. Do you know why I was only talking that big game about fucking doing this liner well? It's just come to remind me. It's like, nope. I have no idea why I'm so shaky right now. I'm trying to get them to match now. I don't love it. But, hey, this is why we do it. We're pushing ourselves. I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone to try different things. I'm not sure what I can do to make myself like it. It's because we're not sure. I'm going to go in and do some skin. And I'm going to maybe try and go for as practice some. Sorry, I'm literally all out of sorts. It's period week. I've got the shakes. I'm breaking out. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to try and focus on real sort of editorial skin vibes. Try and do it as minuscule as possible. Coverage. Yeah. So I'm warming up a bit of a green colour corrector on the back of my hand. And I'm going to go in over here on this bad boy. And nose especially, because I'm quite red around the nose. Not really worrying about the blush on my cheek, or the red on my cheek, because that can help with the natural sort of skin finish. So we're going to take the Made by Mitchell lighter case and take Dune Up and a tiny bit of Cloud. A tiny bit of Dune Up and a tiny bit of Cloud Cover. Cloud Carve. And mix them two together. And I'm going to work that in to my brush. Priming the brush, KJH style. And gently pat where I sort of want that contour, but need it to be subtle. So I'm just following those curves, those hollows that you can see right there of my cheekbones. Because I got my bandana down so far, I don't really need it on my forehead so much. But we'll just do the tiniest wee bit. And then picking up any more that's on the back of my hand. And I'm going to gently go down the sides of my nose here. Just right here on my chin area. And then I'm going to wipe off that same brush. So that any product that is in it is gone, and just go back in and blend over those areas again. Because we don't really want any sort of hint of the, I should have clipped this back, contour. I'm going to take my KJH light pink, Hypershine highlight in light pink, and I'm going to take that on, clean you off, just like a fluffy brush. And this is my own, so that's why I just go into it with the brush. Just gonna highlight just ever so gently. And then we might go back in with more, but we'll do that for now. So I'm deflated now because this hasn't worked. This eye look. But let's try and bring it back. Let's try and bring it back. Bring back the vibes. So going in with Cash Beauty concealer, Fair 2, and clean off my concealer brush, and I'm really gonna prime that into the brush. And then I like to start placing it in certain areas first and then come back to blend it out. I had a tiny bit of concealer underneath the eye and colour corrector already, so I'm really lightly brushing over certain areas, and then like this spot here, I'm going to tap that in to really have the coverage on it. Chin gets a bit red, and like it's so light that it's just slightly bringing down the redness on my cheeks, but you can still see it. But we are going to do blush anyway. And I'm just sort of going up with whatever is on it just to clean up those edges of the eyeshadow. Take a tiny bit more because it's starting to come off my cheek here. And some of these spots, areas, are not as covered as I'd like them to be. It's going really weird and trying to come off my skin there, and don't know what is going on. And then I think maybe a bit of a more muted blush. It's KGH Soft Smudge Lip and Cheek in Soft Raisin. just think a tiny bit of that. Sort of there. Just the tiniest bit on my nose. Let's quickly do eyebrows, which I've really been loving this Dream shade. This one. And my eyebrows from this palette. So we're just going to continue using that. If I can find the brush that I've been using. So it may sound less like this is too thick as an eyeliner or an eyebrow brush, and I've been using it since. Okay, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of powder. So I'm taking a wee bit, and then I like to take it in the pan, and then I like to go in on my pan and just want to set this down. I want to try to keep it fun with the lip. So I was debating like a blue or a green lip liner. Kind of blur it out, and then a clear gloss just for it to be a little bit more peachy. Now that I'm sort of looking at it here, I'm like, do we actually? I think I'm gonna go for like a white peach, like just quite sort of defined lip, but not like a. Ooh, got this wig / hairband is crushing my ears. So I've just put the liner on, and what I'm going to do is really try and blend that out to a real diffuse lip liner. It's just slightly too peachy pink up here, so I'm just going to take a different colour that's a slightly more muted colour and even going with my finger to take it down a little, take some excess out of the brush, even go back in slightly over with whatever's left on my concealer brush, which really isn't a whole lot, but it's just enough. And then I'm going to take this Maybelline Super Stay Teddy Tint and just use that actual same brush. Just work that into the brush a little. And just start working in the center. Take a bit clear gloss and work that into the brush. Same brush. And just gently tap that in. Just a little shine. I think I'm going to take a blue mascara to try and emphasize some of this blue a little more. Because I kind of like it a wee bit more now that mascara's on. So I'm taking a really thin brush. Sticking concealer on. And I'm just going to just a tiny bit high here. Try and cover this a little with concealer. Because it's really bright on this side, the other side, we're just gonna go in right on the line on this side. Just to sort of try and get that same sort of brightness. Kind of effed it up a little there. Just taking the tiniest, lightest bit of purple because I accidentally went over with the concealer brush there. Okay. And then I think just to make it feel a little more skin dewy. Oh, I'll do this and then I'll do freckles. Taking the KJH Hyper Shine Serum. I'm running out of space. I take the tiniest little drop on the back of my hand and really work the Hyper Shine into my fingers. And where's my mirror? I like to gently press that in. Just to add a bit of a natural sort of glow back to the face, make it look a little less. Well, I don't think it looks makeup-y at all, apart from obviously the eyeshadow, but if you gently press light enough, it really doesn't take anything off. And then what I think I might do, which I actually haven't done in ages, I seem to keep forgetting to do it. Oh, get this all off me. Why did I low-key sort of come around to this one? Maybe, don't know. Take a tiny little pencil brush, and I'm going to take the brown and just fill in my frackies. This is the look. I don't love it, but I love the skin. I think the skin looks really good. I don't think the eyes look good. Well, I think this eye looks good, this eye doesn't. And that is the curse of having two differently shaped eyes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, even though this didn't turn out the greatest in the way I really wanted it to, but this is what it's all about. There's so you gotta experiment, you gotta feel before, you gotta flop before you fly. So the skin looks good, so that's the positive. I like this eye, that's the positive. The wig, I love the wig, but maybe it's just not all going together, and that's maybe why I don't like it. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and like and all that jazz if you liked it. Bye.